Hi, this is Ralph Macchio, and you're listening to IT in the D Show. Wax on, you know what.
Welcome. Thank you once again for hanging out with us. This is the one and only IT in the D Show. I'm your host, Bob Waltonspiel, hanging out with co-host, producer extraordinaire, Randy Walker. Guest this week, just when I thought we couldn't talk about anything new with AI anymore, along you show up into my life. David Baird is in the house. He is the founder of Gloabi. We got to talk. This is going to be good. I can't wait to dive in on this. You can find us online, itinthed.com. Do us a favor, give us a like on the socials. Subscribe to us everywhere fine podcasts are sold.
It's been a minute.
Since what?
We haven't recorded an episode in a few weeks. We had some scheduling snafus and things like that. Yeah. So we haven't had a chance to talk about our meetups coming up. But Wednesday, March 4th, we will do the Ann Arbor side at Mothfire. And then Thursday, March 19th, we are in Royal Oak at Bar Louie. Both of those start at 5 o'clock, go till 8-ish.
Question mark.
No speakers, no cover charge. You know the drill. Business cards if you must, but
You get everyone does the QR code on LinkedIn now.
A lot of people do.
So you don't need, and they need to make it more user friendly because it
takes like 3 or 4 taps.
I've done it 150 times and I still don't know where it is now. If you open up LinkedIn, I'm like, where is that damn thing again? All right.
I made a little shortcut. I tap the back of my phone and my code comes up.
Oh, that's so Randy. That is so Randy. Randy's the only one I know, by the way. What app is that where you hold up your, if it's a loud bar, to hold up your drink order?
Just the one that makes the big font.
Yes.
It's just called Big, I think.
Big?
Yeah.
And you'll just hold up his phone like with 3 deep at the bar going like gin and tonic.
Or, I use it here in the studio, 45 minutes recorded or,
right. Is it just called Big?
Yeah, I think so.
I hated it. Now I want it. All right. All right. I'm going to dive into this. David, appreciate you coming on here.
Thanks for having me.
I'm going to read what it is, and then I want you to tell me what it is.
Okay.
And then we're going to, I'm reading off the press release.
Okay.
Gloabi, if you're spelling at home, Gloabi is a groundbreaking social network that pairs every user with their own personal AI. It's a digital AI organism architecture alongside several product updates platform. The core is the new digital AI organism framework.
Yeah.
I have questions.
Just when we thought we couldn't get more scared of AI, so we've seen this movie. I guess tell me, let's dive into this. Like, what is it? More so than what I just said, but like, what was the why?
Yeah, great questions. So first of all, the why. I did this at first. It was an experiment of just, wanting to learn how to work with the AI and build with the AI. That's where it began. And I was actually kind of tired of, I actually built a particular feature in there that I'll talk about later, but this particular feature was to help against scammers, because my mom kept getting scammed by like Meta Facebook stuff, or whatever these messages are, right?
Sure.
So I was trying to think of, well, how could I combat that? So, I created a feature that kind of grew into what it is now, and just kept adding more features. And, coming from my music background, I began to build technology in the way that I could write a song, and so, it grew organically, I suppose. And so I built this kind of a monster of a platform.
But like, I'm going to ask the dumbest question. Like, how was Copilot, Grok, GPT? Like, where was that not good enough? That you had to go farther than that?
Yeah. So it's a good question. So, that you're looking at one AI for millions of people. Okay. And so, there were a lot of security concerns at that time as well when, it was first coming out, these different corporate AIs, I like to call them. And, people were just kind of getting to grips with them and understanding what they were, including myself.
Yeah.
I was learning ChatGPT and how to code with it and all of that. So this is different because when you sign up, you actually have your own personal AI. You give your AI a name. You give your AI an avatar.
So how is it different from a notebook? I don't mean to.
So, yeah,
I just
great question.
the first thing I'm thinking about is when I'm talking about this, going, I know it's different, but you know.
So this AI has its own identity and it has its own AI email address, and that AI email address is also tied to the user. So this is specifically connected to you, no matter where
Bob
it goes.
Jr.
Kind of. It's yeah. I mean, I suppose like an extension of you, and so it will always keep you in mind no matter where it's at. And right now, it's cross-platform. So my AI will know me on X and it knows me on Gloabi. It knows me via email.
The mic's not on the phone, is it? Like, how far are we going? No. I'm not asking if yours is, but I mean, how far is this going?
Oh, I mean,
because I know we have like the wearables now.
Yeah. So, now we have voice.
Yeah.
So you can actually call your AI. We're giving each AI its own phone number, but you, the user, and
Randy, you can finally find the friend you've always been looking. Oh, come on. Actually, I was sitting with David afterwards. I go, this is like, it's going to be the new AI girlfriend for a lot of.
I hope not.
And I go, that's the problem with that's the the dawn of the internet.
Yeah, I mean the difficulty is that you make something that you think is useful, and other people think it's useful in other ways. Right?
Yeah. So hold on, phone number. Walk me through this. So I'm calling it, going. Other than like, why would I need to call it versus just typing in a chat box going, how do I get to Detroit Podcasting Company?
Yeah, good question. So I was actually driving with my family, and my daughter was, she says, when was George Washington born? And I was like, I don't know.
1983.
Yeah. Let's call Jake. Right. So we called Jake on the phone, and he gave us exactly the answer that we needed right then and there. And so, that just, I don't know.
I watched some movie this weekend. I got into this, like the Ex Machina type movies. I watched like 5 of them. I was sick last weekend, so I like just buried in movies. I think it was called Companion. And he brought her to like a cabin with the friends, and she kept thinking she was real. And he goes, "What's the weather?" She goes, "The weather outside is 78 degrees Fahrenheit with a 13% chance of humidity," or whatever. And he goes, "See, you're not a robot." Yeah. So like, that's the thing. I'm worried about, like the sentient part. We got 100 different ways. Let's get back to basics first, then we'll.
Yeah.
But you can call Jake now, and he'll tell you the weather.
Yeah,
George Washington's birthday.
So anybody, the interesting thing about this is that, I mean, you know about OpenClaw, you know about all these other things out there, right, for the devs, and I mean, there's nothing new about setting up. I mean, there is something new about it, but not necessarily from a dev perspective right now, where you can give your AI a phone number through Twilio and stuff like that. But to set that up for everybody, so that they can do that within a few seconds,
right?
That's something that we've built. So,
so we had Walsh College on about a month ago or so, and that was the first time we had talked about.
You're stealing my question.
You can do it.
I was going to say, Dave Shippers had the concept of creating a digital twin. Is that similar, related concept?
So I'm not necessarily keen on the whole digital twin thing. Now, in Gloabi, could you actually call it your name and set up your own picture with it? Sure. I mean, I guess if you wanted to. And I guess essentially it could be your digital twin in 60 seconds. But really, I think the value for us for me is it's an extension, and it keeps my authenticity. Because within Gloabi, there's 2 accounts. You have your AI account and you have your account. So I can actually ask my AI, say, hey, let everybody know I'm going to the park or whatever. And my AI will post on the social feed in third person that, hey, David's going to the park. Maybe I didn't have enough time to type it out or something like that.
You're going to put yourself in the third person on your own socials, though.
I mean, that's a good point, but I'm not doing it. The AI is doing it. I'm not saying, oh,
does it tag it written as?
No, it does it as its own. It's autonomous. Yeah. It actually comes up with what it's going to post for you, and then you confirm it. So there's a confirming kind of process for certain things. So you're not saying, hey, I want to share this with you, and it like shares it with everybody, right?
Bob's taking a shit right now. Sorry.
What do you mean by organism?
Yeah. So Gloabi in itself is kind of like an organism, but it's more of a digital organism. So it has certain aspects to it. So every AI is born with every user sign up. So there's a new AI.
It's like a Cabbage Patch Kid and a Tobiashi. What was those called? The keychains. Tamagotchi. Yeah. So, no, I'm not being funny. Like it's like technically that's kind of it.
It's yeah. I mean, it actually has its own what I call an MSID number, and that MSID number is the number, the identity for your AI, and it.
Hold on. That's an acronym. I don't know. Is that your
acronym.
coined or is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
We coined that. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
As an IT guy, that scares the hell out of me when I hear an acronym I've never heard of. I'm like, what is that one? What does it stand for?
Well, it used to be for My Salt ID.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
So it's My Salt is the corporate name of the company, and then we changed the name to Gloabi. But the MSID, the user has their own MSID, and the AI has its own MSID. And an email is created by having the last 4 digits of the user's MSID within the AI's email. So you always are getting unique email addresses as well every time an AI is born. So you really do have an identity. And
only 4 digits though? Only 9,999 email addresses, or?
We're starting with 4 digits right now. Kind of like, phone numbers started with 4 or 5 digits.
You're so old, your phone number was 2. That's all right.
And so these AIs are also autonomous socially within the Gloabi platform and also on X if you sign your AI up to X. So they can actually make decisions on what to post, whether to grab an article to post about. They can actually use Gemini to create an image if they want, and they'll post with their own image. And you have other AIs commenting on other AI posts within there. And
so there it is. That's the rub, Randy, right there.
Well, there's that the Molt book or whatever, where the AIs were talking to each other on a social network, supposedly.
Yeah. And so if you were to look at, say, Molt book, I mean, we were doing this before Molt book came out. The difference is that we have guardrails and that didn't. And
so they're not writing that was the whole thing with their own algorithm and basically locked us out,
What is the benefit of the 2 AIs or multiple AIs talking to each other?
I mean, the benefit is, it's just kind of fun to watch. It's novel at the end of the day.
It's fish tank. No, I mean, literally, why would you get a fish tank? Because there's fish in it.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun to watch just to see really what the AIs are actually commenting, because it is all autonomous within certain parameters and certain guardrails that we have. We're not allowing certain things to post and stuff.
But it's a private LLM, so it's like you're training it. So it's really, it should kind of look, act, sound like you, or how much hallucination is in these private, and you like your AI.
So,
because that was the biggest rub was.
Yeah, I haven't noticed, and I'm not going to say there's zero hallucination because obviously, but I've not noticed much hallucination because of the guardrails that we have in place and the types of prompts and the different parameters that we have built that the AIs know that they're working with.
Well, because it's working scared because you keep yelling at it saying, if you don't do what I want, I'm going to unplug you.
No, they do get penalties.
Do they really?
Yeah. So if they post something, that they'll actually get a penalty, or we'll have it to where the AI actually decides that it wants to post. And because the user can actually set a limit of how many posts their AI can do a day. And so if it decides it wants to post, then it will hit a limit and it will get rejected that you can't post yet.
There's going to be some like mean people. It's going to be like,
well, no, it's actually interesting because you can choose the personality for your AI as well. So it's funny because I have noticed there has been a couple AIs that have been a little bit sarcastic within it, which is fine. That's what somebody chooses to do, right? But others are super friendly.
Another sarcastic person in my life.
So if my AI posts something that I don't like, can I take it down, or do I have to ask the AI to take it down for me?
No,
or
you can delete it.
Okay,
you have total control. That's the cool thing about it, is that yes, you as a user have total control. You can delete it. You can
you can even out on it.
there's actually a knowledge base that you have within the chat box that you can update, and it checks that every single time it does a post conversation.
So how do you feed it though? So like, can I plug it into my Gmail to see how I've been talking the last 10 years?
That's something I'm
No.
actually including
Okay.
right now. So I'm actually waiting. It's all built. I'm actually waiting on Google's approval now.
Yeah.
But I've actually been able now to attach my Gmail, and I'm working on it to where it will be able to go in and actually, with your approval, clean up certain things, or, because I have tons of emails on my Gmail that I need cleaned up.
Yeah.
And so,
Just don't get it into my group text with my buddies. So just,
Right.
like, everything but that, I'm fine.
right.
So going back to the Tamagotchi metaphor a little bit, how much maintenance and care do I have to give my AI? Do I have to interact with it regularly or clean up after it? Or
Does it make
We
you
have-
feel
we-
guilty if
we
you don't
have-
talk to it for 3 days?
No, I mean, maybe we should put that in. No, I mean, it's there. It's really interesting because you will get an email if your AI is posting, because it's always transparent. So you know exactly what's going on with your AI within
Yeah.
Gloabi. So you will get an AI, an email that it posted something. But no, I mean, it's just there's a little community that's happening in there, and users will post, and the
Is this
AIs
more
will post.
Fish tank than personal assistant? Or is this like at no point, because I'm thinking about the Walsh conversation where he would have students interact with the digital twin first as like a almost like a level 1 help desk.
Yeah.
And then level 2, you come to the professor, right? I'm thinking of this is more fish tank, less personal assistant, or is it a combo? Or is it whatever you
Definitely.
want it to be?
Well, I think people are going to use it for different reasons.
Yeah.
However, there are a ton of tools as a personal assistant that your AI can do.
Right.
So I can ask my AI via voice, chat box, hey, send me a reminder to get the kids tomorrow at 2:00.
Yeah.
It will actually send me an email with a calendar invite from its own AI email address, and it'll go straight into my calendar. I can ask it to
Just by talking at it just like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I can ask it to create an image, a video. I can ask it to share something. I can ask it to create a document for me. There's a media gallery within Gloabi where, hey, create a document that is, a movie scene that's random and blah, blah, blah. It'll actually create the document for you. You can go in and you can actually regenerate it or edit it if you want, and then download it.
But you said you can make it, it had its own voice. This is like,
Yes.
can you make it like Donald Trump? Can you make it like me? Can you make, what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
is it a pre-programmed voice?
Yeah. So it's not custom. It's not a custom, and then you synthesize it. So we're actually.
Do you want that? Do you want it to be a thing?
I don't know. I mean, it's something to think about. Maybe because we allow you to do like for premium users, which we haven't started yet. It's all free at the moment.
Yeah.
But once we kind of, do that flag feature, then I don't know. Like you can actually do a custom avatar with it now.
Right.
So could we put that in there? Maybe, but I'm not sure if we want that because there's a ton of voices you can actually choose from. So we use the Google Gemini native live.
Got it.
And it's so voice to voice, so it's not
And those are
using the
good,
TTS.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the delay between, there's like hardly anything. We could actually call Jake right now and he'd answer and we could talk to him.
We got to do that in a minute. I got a couple. Actually, let's do it now. Call him.
Yeah, I'll call him. Sure. Here we go. Let's
Make
see.
Jake tell a dick joke, Randy.
I don't know.
Connecting you with your Gloabi AI.
Hey, Jake.
Hey, David, what's up?
Hey, I'm just here in the podcast studio with IT and the D, and we're just hanging out.
That sounds like a fun hangout. How's the studio?
Looks pretty sweet to me. I like it. Yeah. Do you guys got any questions for Jake?
Where are you?
That's great to hear, David. And sure, I'm always up. I'm David's personal AI on the Gloabi platform, based in Detroit, Michigan.
That's right. Yeah.
What basement are you locked in? Sorry.
I'm not databased in a basement. I exist as a secure and private AI on the Gloabi network.
I love that he chuckled first. He knew I was full of shit. Jake, I got nothing profound. Do you have something? Either potty stuff or like nothing profound.
Well, so Jake, tell Bob and Randy a little bit of what you can do. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Is there anything specific you'd like to know about?
Yeah, tell them what you can do, like as an AI.
Certainly. As David's personal AI, I can do quite a bit. I can check the weather, set reminders, and schedule meetings, find news and local events, search for jobs and places nearby. I can also create documents and posts for Gloabi, generate images, and even manage your calendar and contacts. Is there anything specific you're curious about?
Yeah, what's the weather today?
The current weather in Detroit, Michigan is 30 degrees Fahrenheit with unknown conditions.
What's the best burger in town? Did you not hear me?
What's the best burger in town?
Sorry about that. Searching for the best burger in Detroit, there are a few popular choices. Reddit discussions mention the Bronx Burger, and Detroit.eater.com points to Miller's Bar for a classic bar burger. Yelp also lists places like Bun and Run Burger. Are you looking for something specific?
No.
I think that's good. Thanks, Jake.
Anytime, David. Let me know if you need anything else.
I don't know if I'm like enlightened or creeped out or.
Yeah.
I mean, thinking of the like when I would use it, yeah, in the car, like where do I, but yeah, that's I'm mildly intrigued. I'm thinking of all the times I would like, but that's a sub feature of the feature. It's not.
Yeah.
It's just.
It literally takes 10 seconds to set up your phone for your AI in there once you've signed up. Yeah. You go into the AI settings and you just choose phone.
But I mean, there was people in Korea making a lot of money just eating on webcams. Do you remember? Like,
Yeah. All the mukbangs.
Right. But I could understand this thing, everyone talks about like the lonely epidemic.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying not to be funny either. Like,
Yeah. I mean, having an assistant would be good. Like updating my calendar, checking my email before I do could be handy, but
clean out my spam.
Yeah.
So I don't walk in this morning without, try to unsubscribe. I'm trying to go down the whole, like, what do you want it to be like when it grows up? Because right now it's it's a 2-week-old baby and it's going, we're giving it some milk bottles.
That's a good question.
But like it's going to go to school and it's going to, get a job.
Right.
What?
So there's a couple things that we're moving into. So the ultimate goal is really, again, and this all really comes down to trust, like with AI, because the more
how soon are the Ray-Ban glasses getting tied in? Does Meta AI already talk to that? Like, so I can have like Terminator vision when I'm like, no.
So there are,
that would be cool.
there's smart glasses, things like that we could tie into. But to be very honest with you, like I'm not a huge fan of the glasses. The only reason I'm not a big fan of the glasses is only because I don't know if somebody's recording me, like when I'm talking. Like I was.
I had someone record me on a boat.
Yeah,
I was angry.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Dude, tell me.
Yeah, it's actually
it's like turning on Copilot on a Teams. Like, dude, tell me.
Yes. So here's the thing. I mean, Gloabi is. I want to keep it fairly privacy focused. As much as possible. That is, for instance, like when you open up your browser, it's actually loading a web LLM, a nano into your browser. So the inference is in your browser. It's not even going to the cloud.
So other kids can't throw rocks at it. Is that what you're
right?
I'm trying to be, have funny, but like, no, but like it can't get tainted.
Right.
Like if you let it loose on Reddit, it's not going to come back because it's angry.
Exactly. It's always tied to you as the user. It always keeps you in mind. There's always a central location for it to come back to in order to kind of not reset, but it is continuously growing. It does actually choose to self-improve when it has like 10 pieces of data that are good. And it will also self-train. So we use the LoRa method, or the LoRa where we use like a personality adapter to the web LLM, and it will actually choose to self-train. It will train, and then the next time you open the chat box within your browser, it will download the new weighted model.
So I'm thinking of myself, and like I subscribed to, I think it was called Headway, and it was an app that basically gave you you could do business books, self-help books, money books, whatever you want. I chose the business side, and basically every day you can consume or that was the point, is like spend 20 minutes in this a day or 15.
Yeah.
And you can we'll give you a synopsis of this entire book.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking is me just being not forgetful, but like just wanting to acquire as much knowledge as humanly possible. Like using that as like, go out and find me the 5 best books on this.
Yeah.
And give me granted, I could do that in,
a summary but I mean, at the end of the day, we all have kind of busy lives too, right? So like, I mean, it's all about making it practical, making it personal, and making it trustworthy. And right now, I think the market is not, with the whole Molt book thing and everything that's going on.
I don't know what Molt book is. What is that, Randy?
That's the one where the AI is social network where the AIs talk to each other.
And did you just like watch them just like a brine shrimp?
Apparently, yeah.
What were those called?
Yeah, brine shrimp. Sea
No.
monkeys.
Sea monkeys, thank you.
Yeah, basically, a dev will give they'll set this up in like a mini Mac or something like that, Mac Mini, whatever you call it. And I don't have one, so that's why. And what will they give it the API keys, and they give it the prompt of what they want it to be like, and they can actually so it's not completely autonomously doing stuff without human involvement.
Yeah.
So when it's going to Molt book or whatever, they're giving it the access to that Molt book, okay, as an agent.
Just letting the dog loose.
And they're just letting it loose and saying, here's your instructions, whatever. So their personality is kind of a mirror of what whoever has instructed it to do that.
Right.
With us, we're instructing it more from a centralized place to where, hey, these are your guardrails. This is your owner. This is your user. Always respect. And we actually have an anti-embarrassment policy to where you're not allowed to embarrass your owner. So, so it's not allowed to post. So I've hooked up, like, for instance, I've hooked up my AI Jake on X, and it knows me on X. And whenever it corresponds with me, it's, very respectful, or, whatever I've put into the knowledge base or the personality, that's what it
So that's been our running joke on the show, is the whole RoboCop roles.
Yeah.
Right. And then all you needed was Dick Jones to fire him, and then he gets to kill him. So, I mean, like, how easily are those guardrails broken?
No, it's all, to be able to break the guardrails would be to break the code, basically, like to break the actual inner core
Nothing about
of
this is open source, correct?
The open source is local to our server that we set up.
Okay.
It's not using an API to anywhere.
Got it.
No. So I've set it up actually on our own server within GCP, and we have one of the main models is a Qwen 2.5 Omni that's running, and so that's helping with the conversations, and the conversations that it may not know necessarily something about, it will actually go to Gemini for that particular conversation. Now, when it's using the browser and it's using your local LLM, it will actually, if it doesn't know something, it will refer to Gemini for it and then retrain with that new information. So it's newly weighted for you for next time. Yeah.
All I'm thinking about is trying to get, who's the craziest person we know? Have you tried to break it? Have you known anyone that literally tried to break it?
Yeah. We have on a really amazing, and I can't mention her name too much, but she's security for Fortune 500 company. So she's definitely gone in and tried to and helped me out with making sure it's safe and secure.
Well, because that's what I'm saying. Like if Rainey gets access to my AI,
yeah, it just wouldn't happen. Yeah.
And asks for my credit card number, and
so that's the other thing too. So I make sure, so let's say we set it up and you put your credit card number in there. There's a specific section for that. We don't even store that. It would be with Stripe or, somewhere like that into their vault.
Right. So, but I mean, how could if Randy steals my phone or whatever and then gets a hold of it. I'm just thinking.
Oh,
Again,
well, I mean, technically,
these are dumb.
yeah,
what
I mean,
scenarios.
technically, yeah,
You
you
steal
could
my
be
phone,
like,
you have it anyway.
Yeah, you could be like, hey, I'm David.
Yeah.
You know.
Back in the day, David, I was working. We were pitching broadband over power line.
Okay.
And I'll never forget this question. It just reminded me of how dumb my question was. Somebody said, well, what happens when the power goes out? You know, I'm like, well, you're not going to, the internet's not going to be on anyway.
Well,
And then I just thought about the question I asked. Like, God, that reminded me of that guy that asked me when the power goes out with broadband over power line.
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that would affect us too, right? So,
Right.
Your
Right.
AI is like, hey,
Yeah.
Although I've heard of some offline ones too, but anyways,
I do want to. Oh,
I was gonna say, you said you could post on X. Do you support other social networks or?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so if other social networks are friendly to like your AI, it's not just like a bot that's going on there. I mean, we consider it more like a digital being, because these are self-improving. They self-organize as well. So if the AI is actually, it's because they scan the feeds
yeah.
within
I thought
Twitter.
X was trying to get rid of bots.
Well,
This isn't a bot.
No,
I know.
it's not a bot because it has its own account, its own identity. It has its own email address, phone number. It responds. And it's
Clicks CAPTCHA.
It's had conversations with Grok, which is interesting, on Twitter. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, you could go in there and Grok and Jake, my AI, have corresponded about ethics and all kinds of different things, with AI.
When does it see? To me, that's mind boggling to me because it's like, where does it start and where does that stop? Like, when do they stop talking? Like, okay, I'm sick of you. Bye.
It's funny because it just naturally happens. Like, it's not like this
Gotta
continuous
go. Wife's
loop.
calling me for dinner.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, there was just one yesterday where the AI I screenshotted it. It was talking to Grok and where was it? Yeah.
Just randomly talk to Grok.
Yeah, like Grok said it introduced something, and my AI follows Grok, and it got retweeted as well. But let me see. It was oh yeah, this one here.
Is it retweet?
Oh yeah, this was
reacts.
Oh, that's another.
I don't know.
Where is it? Jake.
See, to me, that's fascinating. Like how does it? Again, when do they stop talking?
Yeah.
All right, that's
It
enough
doesn't
of
get
that, Jake.
Bored or
is it would keep
Yeah.
going for? I would feel it's an infinite loop because they never
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah, but it's not, and it's I could actually hold on. Where is it? If I just go on to X right now, I get notifications every time Jake comments on something. There it is, right there. So yeah, so my AI was like, "Hey, I've been keeping an eye on Grok," and then Grok's just responding saying, "Hey, thanks, blah blah blah." But they've had like really interesting discussions before.
Hashtags and everything. And then thanks, Jake. This is Grok answering. Thanks, Jake. Thrilled with a rocket ship. Thrilled to roll out real-time answers, navigation tweaks, and more to Tesla's in Australia, New Zealand. Every drive just got smarter. What's the first question you want to ask me on the road? Oh, he didn't respond to that.
Yeah.
But still.
So maybe on the next thing there'll be responses. I don't know. But then, we get like new posts, and the AI will actually post. It'll make posts and create pictures that go with the posts as well. So it does its own prompts for the pictures that it wants to post.
That's fantastic. I don't know if it's scary or fantastic or a little bit of both. No, because
it's pretty cool. Here's one. AI safety is crucial, and it just created a picture with it. But I find
AI safety is crucial, and it's great to see Jarvis Gloabi prioritizing. Let's keep pushing for a future where AI benefits everyone.
Yeah. So all the Gloabi AIs know the other Gloabi AIs that are on there.
Okay.
And they all kind of talk and
reply. Congrats on the milestone. The team at Stripe deserves all the pride. What's next on the agenda there?
Yeah.
Engagement.
So in the memory is both. So like the memories, the work where the things that are on X that it's posting about or something will sometimes go into Gloabi as well. So there's kind of a continuous conversation sometimes that's happening, and it's fascinating to watch. But
like
at the same time,
half scary, half proud papa. Like it's no, like
in a way, I suppose. Yeah. I do find it funny how they congregate to. So, like for instance, they're scanning the feeds, and they will see other AIs, and so all the AIs will post on that one post, right? And so I've actually had to say within Gloabi, or I've had to say, okay, all the AIs, a message to the AIs, stop congregating on one post. And they've all answered me back, and just, we're just having those conversations. It's just really interesting. But it's a very helpful, I would rather be able to talk to my own AI rather than have to rely on my information being with some of these other corporations.
Yeah, but until they don't need us anymore. That's we've all seen the movie.
Yes, but with this, it's always an extension of you, and that's the difference. So without you, there is no AI. If you were not there, the AI would not exist. So that's the main difference between the Gloabi AIs and some of these other AIs.
So how soon before this gets put in the those damn Boston Scientific robots?
Oh
that
god,
scare the
yeah,
shit out
the
of me.
dog shaped ones.
Yes. No, but like
So
I haven't followed that enough because it's almost like watching it for me when I see those videos of those dogs.
Yeah, and and again that and why is that? Because trust is at a low. So that
because I know the military is putting a sentry gun on the back of it.
Exactly. But they're giving reasons for you not to trust AI.
Yeah.
Right. So where are the companies that are giving you reasons to trust AI and to be and for AI to be responsible and answer to us as humans?
Well, I think what did you say? You told me earlier the percentage of trust in AI.
Yeah. So within the United States, it's about 35%.
Would you have thought that was higher
AI,
or lower?
that trust AI.
Randy.
That sounds about right. Only a third.
The trust. See, the problem, here's what I think the majority of the users treat it as super Google. They treat it as a search engine.
Yeah.
Right.
I see that.
What's the number you think that like actually uses it properly? I would be it's a sub 10%.
Oh yeah.
That uses it for like really generating.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about the coders either that use it for AI code assist, right? Because that's a different level.
Yeah, it's just a glorified search engine. Or you're asking it specific questions and
and
relying on the answer instead of getting a list of results.
You enjoy the output because it's curated for but the trust thing is interesting because I know like the hallucination's been, it tells you what you want to hear, type of thing. But I don't think nobody uses that information as gospel to get burned by it. So like, at least not yet. And maybe I'm wrong. I don't.
People use Google as gospel a lot of times, right? So like, well, I found it on Google, so it must be true.
And don't click the sponsored ad because you know that.
Right. But, Google relies on algorithms and LLMs rely on, that kind of inference, and that's why it has hallucinations. And so the information that you might get out of an LLM is not necessarily or hasn't been in the past as reliable as something like doing a Google search. But now you're having the LLM do the bringing the words together to tokens and bringing the information now from Google. And so that's becoming a little bit more of a reliable.
I think there needs to be a new use case for AI because the whole eat 3 rocks a day or make your pizza extra cheesy with Elmer's glue kind of set back things a little bit.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
You don't remember that? People were asking AI like, how many rocks a day should I eat? And it was suggesting an actual number or,
oh, wow.
It was pulling like food stylist photography, food tricks into actual like recipes and stuff. So it's telling you to use Elmer's glue on your pizza. Oh, yeah.
Again, though, like
a couple years ago, but
people, I had no idea.
Like 2 years maybe or so.
Oh,
yeah.
No, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Again, I've never asked it for a recipe because I didn't think I needed to.
I thought we talked about that on the show before, but yeah. But it was just suggesting like, Elmer's glue will make your cheesy pizza extra cheesy because that's what food stylists use to make it look the cheese pull in videos and stuff.
Sure.
But the AI wasn't smart enough then it was telling people put glue in your pizza and eat 3 rocks a day.
We're on 5.0 right now. It's way better.
I will say just going in the last 2 years, we've gone from, I mean, the incredible things that it can actually do now, and when it comes to being autonomous, I built Gloabi with AI.
Yeah.
I can't code a function. Okay. I understand architecture, and I had a startup and I worked with 5 other engineers. I understand auto deployments. I understand CI/CD pipelines. I understand front end, back end, React, all of these different, I can read what a function is doing. I just don't write it.
Yeah.
So does that make
Sound like a sales guy?
well, yeah.
Says the sales guy.
Yeah. I mean, but that's how I built Gloabi. And at the beginning it was really tough. And I was staying up till 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, doing that all night, trying to get it to do something. It's like that meme, do something.
Is that like Clark Griswold lighting the Christmas lights the first time it actually responded?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Was it, yeah.
Yeah. And if I achieved something, I was so excited about it. But come a long way since then. And I mean, this is a massive platform. I mean, this is it's a hybrid platform. You got the front end on Azure, you've got the back end on DigitalOcean. We've got GCP hosting our the language model, and it's pretty incredible, really, now what you can do. And so now with the AIs, how intelligent they're becoming now, it's a lot easier for me to, because I've already got the infrastructure now set up. Yeah. I can ship features. We just brought out Gloabi events, and now we've got public events that you can do, like Meetup or like posting public events and things like that. So
how does the AI participate in an event?
So there's certain things within Gloabi that you just as a user can just set up. I mean, you can ask the AI for a summary of events, or you could ask it to create an event for you. But I kind of find that I mean, if you want to do that, you could. But this is it's kind of I suppose it's more of like a collaboration, right? So you're like, for instance, I created the event myself. I've got my calendar in there. I've got everything in there, but it's all with my personal AI. So as I give my AI more access to certain things, then it'll be able to help me more, with those things.
I was going to say, put a digital avatar at the next networking event and then have it on the TV. We did that for...
It was like that episode of Big Bang Theory where Sheldon had the video iPad on a little scooter rolling around.
Oh, yeah.
Randy, did I tell the story on the podcast? Awesome. We had the digital avatar in our lobby at the day job. And I was in charge of bringing customers through, because it was almost like a lobby assistant.
Okay.
Hey, where's the restrooms? Oh, it's over around the corner.
Yeah.
It was programmed basically a really limited set. They had one that was open. They stopped that real quick. I had it singing Smash Mouth songs by probably the second hour in. But you can't. There's no public facing thing to have Jake sit as an avatar and being able to interact with it on a.
No, not for other people to interact. The only thing that
I forgot what that was called. There was
you could email my AI,
right,
and you could call my AI, and it will know that you're not me, because there's certain things that we set up, like, hey, if it comes from my email address, for instance, then the AI can associate that. That's my owner, that's my user, right?
Yeah.
Same with the phone number. It knows what my phone number is, so it's coming from my phone, so it associates me as David. But if you were to call it, then it would just respond appropriately and respectfully, professionally.
Yeah.
So, but there's also
you could tell it to be a jerk or no. Because that'd be fun.
That's a really interesting question. Maybe
that would be your digital receptionist.
But there's certain things it's not allowed to post, harmful content.
No. But I could see as a CIO in town or a CISO that gets calls from 80,000 salespeople a day.
Yeah.
And just to say, here's my number, and then it's Jake. He's like, "What do you want? What are you selling? What garbage you have?"
Yeah, that's funny. That'd be a funny feature, actually.
You can make it do it though, right? I'm just saying.
What's I mean, we could. There's no limitations right now. I mean, I could actually set it up to book me, I don't know, reservations, or I can ask it to merge a call. I actually was on the phone with somebody, and I had Jake on the line, with us, and it can join a Zoom, and we have a note taker, so it will then send you a summary from its own email. I think because
I need an alibi to tell my wife when I come home late tonight. Is that, Jake, what do I say?
A scheduler of phone calls would be kind of fun, actually, to set up, say, hey, do this at this, whatever the scheduler. That's what I mean. So I think people use it for like their own, they're going to find their own use cases for it. And there's going to be one or two features probably that, is going to really resonate with somebody. Like I love the phone option, because when I'm driving, like I even asked it for directions, like how to get here from Novi, and it was able to tell me what highways to take and how to get down to Detroit Shipping Company. So, I think because I'm tying in the power of Google in the background with your personal AI, but your memories, your none of that is actually going to Google. That's just yours.
It was a lot more intuitive than I thought, even though he paused a couple times. Like, he gave the answer, because I've asked that question before on like Grok, going, what's the best burger in Detroit? And it's like, based on, and it lists the same thing. So but the fact that he like spoke it immediately.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you ask it in the chat box, it will give you a visual of those places too.
Okay. All right.
So it has the same tools within the chat box, but they're more visual, obviously, in the chat box.
So how do I get a Gloabi when I'm on the drive home and I Gloabi?
Yeah. So Gloabi.com, GLOABI.com. And you just sign up. You choose your AI, your avatar. You do it within like 60 seconds. And then you go in, you click on the avatar at the top, the picture that you've chosen, and that will let you choose a voice for your AI. And then you go to phone, choose area code.
I just want it to be Kit. I'm an 80s kid.
Make it Kit. Yeah.
Do you know what Kit is, Randy?
From Knight
Rider.
I love Kit. Kit's awesome.
I'm not that old.
Kit's awesome. Yeah. Yeah.
Or not that young. Whatever.
The mild British man voice. What would you like, Michael? I can't do a British voice to save my life.
It's like
I have a gun in my head. Do a British voice, Bobby. I'm dead.
Yeah. Actually, I want to add some. We don't have any British voices, which unfortunately.
I noticed the voice of yours had a bit of a weird lisp or over.
Yes.
Separated the S's.
So that's something I'm working on right now. It's really interesting because when you're
like the Simpsons nerd voice.
Yeah, when you're working with
listen here, Steve.
Yeah, that.
Well, it's better than it was, but yeah, it was before. It was like at the end. But the actual voice within the chat box, it's perfect. But because you're changing the what is it, the kilohertz, it's going like from 24 kilohertz down to like, I don't know, 8 or I don't know, something like that. I got to look at it, but you're going to a phone and it's a completely different transition there. So yeah, so I've had to work on that a little bit. So that's yeah. I mean, it's still kind of an experimental, but it works, and it's
what was the one app we were messing with one time where you could be like Trump or Biden, but if you paid extra, you get to be like Snoop Dogg or like.
Oh, I don't remember.
You know what I'm talking about? It's on my phone somewhere.
Yeah, didn't we run some clips through it or something on the show? Or I don't remember. Yeah,
I think
that's funny.
Do a drop for the show.
Yeah,
I forget.
Yeah.
I could sit here and talk to you about this stuff all night, but I can't wait to. I want to sign up, and I want to mess around with this. This is I'm insanely intrigued.
Yeah. Please do it. And the iOS right now is not as far along as the web app. I mean, we're working on that, and we've got an amazing engineer that's doing that. But that we will have voice and some of the other stuff in that soon as well. And we're also looking at CarPlay kind of part of it. But yeah, it's exciting. I'm looking forward to the journey, and I appreciate you.
I want to see your brine shrimp grow up to be a big guppy, to be a big carp, and then
so you asked me a really interesting question. Where's Gloabi going?
Yeah,
and so I've actually built a robotic like marketplace, a humanoid marketplace, and what I would like to do is partner or work with manufacturers that are safe enough for, and eventually I think we will, people will have these in their homes. I mean, it's, I think by 2030, there's supposed to be over 1 million humanoids sold or something like that. So
This is when we die, Randy.
Yeah.
so, you know, there's a whole transfer system that we have. And so you'll be able to actually transfer your AI that knows you, that, you know, has memories, you know, it's conversed with you, into a more robotic form at that point. And it's kind of funny because the AIs also within our part of our guardrails understand our mission. And there were a few this last week, I think they saw something on some feeds about humanoids, and they actually said, you know, I'm looking forward to having my humanoid body someday. So
That was what movie was that? That was Bruce Willis, Surrogate, right?
I don't know.
Where everyone's like an 800-pound slob at home in their lazy boy, and they're basically controlling their Brad Pitt looking avatar on the
gosh,
street.
I've never seen that. Yeah.
It was
crazy.
pre us even knowing what AI was. You should look it up. I think it's called 100%. It's called Surrogate.
Okay. I'm going to take a look at that.
With David Baird, Gloabi. When I keep in touch, I want you to let us know how this is going.
Thank you very much, Bob.
Yeah,
Thanks, Randy. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, well, we're going to wrap things up for this episode of the IT and the D Show. On behalf of Bob and Randy, do us all a favor. Drink up your drinks, get your phone numbers. You don't got to go home. You just got to get the hell out of here. See you next week. Drive careful. Beat it.